Yes, I do. Alright,
So the floor is yours.
Alright, so welcome guys to Touhou Double Focus. Last time this game was run at Games Finished Adequately was in summer of 2017. Well, since then, a lot of things have been found for this game, like sequence breaks have been found, and that skips the boss. And, well, I'm going to explain the plot a little bit, but the basic premise for this is that I and Momiji are here to discover, well, the mystery behind this fantasy world, and they want to exit this fantasy world. So, it's on them to pretty much solve the mystery of this fantasy world and get out and return to Gensokyo. So, this Double Focus has a time attack mode. The time attack mode has its in-game timer, but if I take a death in the in-game, I'm gonna have plus 5 minutes added to the timer. Ideally, I'm not gonna have any deaths added to the timer, so without further ado, let's get ready for the run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so we're beginning here in the base area where we have Kosusu Motori and Kisame, our companions who are going to rest here, and we're going to go into the castle area, which is a medieval-themed fantasy world. And Touhou Double Focus is a game that is pretty inspired by Castlevania Portrait of Runan, because you have partners between Momiji Unobashiri, the White Wolf Tengu, and Aya Shamimaru, who is here with me, sitting here right now, in Fuma form. So Aya is a Crow Tengu, and she's very, very fast. Upon entering the fantasy world, they lost all their powers, so their powers are scattered in skill manuals. We don't need to grab all the skill manuals. We only need to grab a select few to finish the game. So yeah, everything in Gensokyo is affected by this fantasy world. Uh-oh. That was a little scary there. Anyways, here we meet Sekibaki's head. She needs to find her body. So, uh-oh, I took a hit here, it's not good. So, we need to reunite Sekibaki's head with her body, and that's why we need to find her body. But first, we must get a few very, very important skill manuals. So, if you guys are a fan of Virgil in Marvel vs. Combat 3, oh wow, I might take a death here, actually. I think I'll need to take a death, just because. Alright, first death of the run. It's okay, because I need 2 damage boosts to get a very, very important item. Let's see. The Portal Book. So the Portal Book allows us to warp back to the home base area, and we're gonna equip our skills here. Uh-oh. We're supposed to use a warp portal here, and we're gonna come back to this area later, because we're gonna unlock this door. Right now, it's locked. And so what we can do now is pretty much progress where we haven't gone before, which is a part of the castle area. And where was Sekibaki's body? There she is, right here. Now we've reunited Sekibaki's head with her body. And now we're moving on. Oh, that's weird. So, climb the stairs. So we're gonna get another portal book here. And avoid these fairies, and head to the boss, which is coming up very shortly. This fairy is inspired by Pyramid Head. Quite literally, because she's wearing the Pyramid Head mask. So we're gonna need to change our skills back to our offense. And here is our first boss, Byakuren Hijiri. Let's see. There we go. A little messy, but we stabilized. That's important. So, what Helmbreaker does is it reduces the defense of the character, and it also makes them glow a little red. That means their defense is lowered. And the defense lowering strat makes fights go a lot faster. Alright, that's good. We got the attack off, the last hit just before she launched her Danmaku at us. But yeah, Byakuren is very, very strong. She can pretty much punch the wall. And she's a very, very powerful Buddhist monk. But she's down. And our reward is getting her magic punch as a spell. But here's where the run deviates. Let's see. Let's do a safety cure. This is where the run deviates from the run from 2017. So remember this room where we had to go through a few spikes and summon Yoshika and Miyako? Well, we're gonna skip through this part. Well, but first we need good RNG on this part. Alright, uh-oh. So we have good positioning. And now we clip through the wall, and now we're progressing towards the third area of the game. Skipping the second area almost entirely. So this is the Fairy Tale area, the third area of the game. The third of two areas. Yes, because desert area doesn't exist. So Fairy Tale area is pretty much the same as before. This setup was found by me to clip through that room. No one in Japan, I know Japan has run this game before. I don't think anyone has discovered this until I messed around and tried to find a consistent setup. It used to be really, really difficult to get the clip, but now there's a guaranteed setup. Uh-oh. That was unfortunate. That's our second death of this run. Alright, let's try again. This part is a little scary because gotta get past all these fairies, and these fairies are pretty mean. And now we're on to the next part, next boss. Let's see if we can do the hard tech. Nope, that's okay. Some hard platforming. I couldn't get it, but that's fine. Here we have Shinmyomaru Sukuna, the final boss of Touhou 14 double dealing character. It's not a traditional boss fight in the sense that you have to deplete her HP. We just have to race her to the end. But with this skip, uh-oh. Well, I triggered the cutscene anyways. So you're normally not supposed to trigger the cutscene. You're supposed to clip through here and crawl to the end, and you pretty much beat the race this way. So let's heal here. Break this area, and finally go to World 2. World 2, the desert area. One world where we skip the entire boss, because we really don't need to fight her anymore. And here we're going to enter World 4, because we need the lie-down ability to do that. So here we are in the Water City area. This area is inspired by a lot of horror movie masks, because the fairies are going to be wearing a lot of different masks throughout the area, like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Voorhees, the guys from Scream. Uh-oh. Gotta focus here because these fairies are very, very brutal. Like, if I make a mistake, most likely I'm gonna die. That was a minor mistake that I didn't die for, so that's very thankful. So we got another portal book here. So these fairies here are random. You can spawn it from any of the worlds that we've visited so far. Like the fairies that are associated with the gondolas. Oof. Alright, that was a little scary there. What I was supposed to do is dash and go under that platform there, but I got lucky. I didn't die. Alright. We're approaching the end of the Water City area, but it's kind of blocked because of Komachi Onozuka, the Shinigami, and she wants payment in order to get to the other side. So, we're gonna get her payment. But first, we need to visit home base, talk to Kosuzu, and remember that door earlier in the castle area that I couldn't unlock? Well, we're getting there right now. So we have the key from Kosuzu, we're unlocking this area, and now we have a fetch quest. We talk to Shoto Amaru, who is looking for her pagoda. And where's the pagoda? Well, let's set up a few skills first. Get the aerial slash and tornado. Well, her pagoda's in the desert area, and we're heading there right now. So this part is unfortunately still in the game, where you have to go get the pagoda. But it's not too different from the old run. So yeah, this game if you're not aware of my inputs right now, if you're familiar with fighting games, the reason why I'm going fast is I'm double tapping my directional button in order to run or dash, and that is it's a special kind of platforming that that's I don't think any other platformer has a system quite like that. Alright, so we made it through the desert area, got the pagoda, give it back to Sho. Let's do a safety heal. And then return to the gondola, because that Sho gives us a small package. It's literally called a small package. What's in it, we don't know. But that's enough to pay Komachi. And now we're going to fight the next boss of the Water City area. So this is the second last boss of the game. And Kokoro, I gotta be a little careful. We want to reduce their defense and use our most powerful attacks. Ooh, that's interesting. She normally does not use that attack, the charging move. Oh wow, she's already dead. Wow, that was a very good fight. But yeah, when Kokoro uses her fire-breathing mask, she's open to a lot of hits. So that's where I deal the most damage. Otherwise, she just fires Danmaku or charges at you. Let's be a little safe here. So the base area changed once we beat Kokoro. That's because the real big bad of the area is showing up. And the reason for the big bad showing up is because I depicted Reimu Kakure, the Hakure Shrine Maiden, as a demon. And because of that, well, the final boss is really demon form Reimu. So, our final portable for the game, and we rescued Wakasagi Hime from Kagero Imaizumi, who Elon Musk thinks is a cat girl, was actually a wolf girl. So, there we go. Justice for Kagero Imaizumi. She's a wolf girl, not a cat girl. So, Wakasagi Hime grants us the waterfall ability, which allows us to go up here, and that's the only instance we use that skill. But it's mandatory to get through this area, which is the final area of the game. So, let's set our battle skills back. And on to Reimu. Reimu Hakure, Phase 1. Alright, this is going to be a little... I'm going to need to focus a little bit because this boss fight, a lot can go wrong easily. Ooh, that was close. I'm going to play a little calm. And she should be down after this, actually. And she's down. That was a very, very good Form 1 of Reimu. But after this fight, we get separated. Aya and Momiji get separated. And Momiji has to pretty much... Uh-oh. That was a good one. Alright, sure. So my double paths are not working as intended, but that's fine. So I took a little damage here. I'm going to go for the fast tech for Momiji. If I take a def, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, I might take a def just because it works out better this way for HP. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, final boss of the game is coming up. There's 2 phases to this final boss. So, even more demonic Reimu. Taking a def here because I want full HP. Alright. Oh, very, very good luck. So the strategy is pretty much the same as before. Get to the safe spot and launch Giant Aerial Slashes. Giant Aerial Slash has a huge hitbox, and it does a lot of damage. And we want Demon Reimu to not use the bouncy balls whenever I get her stuck in this position. So this is very good. Ideally, you want her to be using her laser. That means she's taking a long time to charge her laser, and we can hit her many times. Alright, we're nearly phase 2. Phase 2. So phase 2, Aya is powered up, because you notice how little damage we were doing in phase 1. So this... Uh-oh, that was bad. Alright, that was my fault there. But yeah, once you get to phase 2, you're in phase 2 automatically. So that's a nice thing. So you don't have to do the first part of the fight over again. So that's very good. But yeah, this form of the boss can regenerate her health. And that's can be very annoying. Which means the only form of source of damage we can do is EA Strike, which is the skill you're seeing right now. And time is on final. Time. That was on final hit. Yep, time. Oof. This game is very, very, very volatile. Like, a lot can go wrong, and I'm glad I'm able to meet my estimate of 15 minutes, because, well, you saw how many deaths I took. 4 deaths. For every death I took, I'm going to be donating $5 each, so I'm going to be donating $20
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So,
good job.
Yep.
It's actually 14:36. Yeah.
All right, that's a nice time.
Thank you for Touhou Double Focus. I couldn't find this game in Twitch, huh?
Yeah, I used the Touhou.
Just
deck,
Touhou,
yeah.
right? Okay, okay. Yeah, they don't have it added in.
Yeah, that's
Anyways, we're gonna move to our next game now. Thank you, someDDRnoob.